Today in court, some of the most significant testimony in the case against the father of a convicted murderer.
James Chance is accused of trying to help his son cover up the murder and dismemberment of a woman in Grand Rapids in 2018. News 8's Barton Dieters has been covering this case all week. He now brings us the latest live from the courtroom. Barton.
Well, Brian and Sue, taking the stand today was Konrad Chance. He's the brother of the murderer and the son of the defendant in this case. He took the stand today and told that he was the first person that his brother confessed to in this crime.
What was your brother's demeanor when he told you that he had chopped Ashley up?
He was extremely upset, the most upset I've ever seen him.
Konrad Chance told the jury, considering his father's guilt or innocence, about what happened in the family's Holland home on December 2nd. That's several days after Jared Chance had killed and dismembered 31-year-old Ashley Young at his apartment in Grand Rapids. Police believe Ashley Young was killed on November 28, 2018. And in the first days of December, the family drove up from their home in Holland to pick Jared up in Grand Rapids. Police say at the Franklin Street apartment, they loaded up the family's Honda CR-V.
What did you move?
A cardboard box with a black bag in it.
That was the box that police say contained the limbs of Ashley Young. In court for the first time today, we heard that Jared Chance took evidence out of the car when they arrived at the home on December 2nd in Holland and disposed of them.
He took something and then he put it in the fire pit.
In the basement of the home, Jared Chance confessed to his crime. Jared Chance then went to tell his parents what he did to Ashley Young. After that, they went to the Grand Rapids Police Department. Jared and Konrad moved limbs into the cardboard box with Young's limbs in it and back into the house on Franklin.
I don't believe my dad helped move anything.
Do you remember if he did?
I'm pretty sure he didn't.
Konrad said his parents stayed in the car while they moved things to and from the Honda in Grand Rapids and Holland. But in an interview with police in December of 2018, James Chance told a detective that he helped carry the box. He said the family was crying as they drove back to Grand Rapids. That visit to the Grand Rapids Police Department has been at the center of this case. And at 6, we will hear about what happened when the son and father showed up at the police department and what the father told police. In the Kent County Courthouse, Barton Dieters, News 8.
All right, Barton, thank you. And our coverage of this trial continues throughout the week leading up to a verdict. We'll have updates throughout the day on woodtv.com and a complete wrap-up each day at 5 and 6.